this button. Let's bring up my handsome Dungeon Master face. There we go. All right. So, last week you completed various tasks around the Jiggow with tasks and games, and you did pretty well in them. And as a result, you were invited to compete in the final challenge. But was up against the various people you met around the town, the ogre, the goblin, the human, the dark elf, and the blue-skinned woman, who I think you learned was a water genasi. And now both teams are rushing through the Emerald Grotto to get an amulet. And the first to get the amulet wins. Now, what we're going to do as we set this up, well, let's see. Who's at the back? Jimmy is going to be swimming around, as is Daku. They'll be holding back. But everybody else, if you'd be so kind as to roll into initiative. And I'll put you at...
I can't see my token, so I can't select it to... I guess it's because it's in the dark.
I think you have to drag the screen. It's on the top right corner.
Sorry, that's my mistake. Oh, I've got Alexandra on there. That's the problem. I don't have Edward on there, so apologies.
Well,
but I'll put Edward.
Alexander was also out, so.
Okay, so I'll put both of you on there.
I was wondering why is it that I'm bleeding so badly, but I just remembered it was the plants or the algae, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep. So there's Edward and Alex.
Okay. Thank you.
Now can you see through Alex's eyes? Should I be giving you shadow vision?
No.
Okay.
I can't see through them unless I swap position.
All right. So roll into initiative, everybody, and we'll pick it up in just a second.
Not correct, but I'll fix that.
Okay, we'll get some shark battle music happening here. Just a second. Oh, there it is right there, shark battle.
It should be a surf music.
Nice.
That's all coming through okay?
Yeah.
Finding Nemo music.
Okay, so let's have a look how this initiative plays out. Okay, just one more thing I need to do, and then we will be into it. Okay, so Vincent getting just behind Caspian. You hear the sound of a shark thrashing through in the other room. Oh, wait, let me just get Bog in. Bog, D&D, damn it. So since I'll be playing Bog, I'll get his character sheet nice and ready. Where are you, Bog? Select Bog. There we go. Okay. So, Vincent, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I have some questions first.
Sure.
How is the combat underwater?
Oh.
Like, is that normal? Like, or do we have any?
No, it's... Okay, so for underwater... So underwater combat rules. This is how it's going to play out. An excellent question. Melee attacks have, unless you have a swimming speed, melee attacks are at disadvantage. Unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. So I'm guessing these weapons here I'll put them in chat.
Okay.
Where's my chat button? Come back here,
I'm
chat.
not using any of those.
Yep, so these weapons here are not a disadvantage. Ranged weapon automatically misses above the normal range. So you get outside the normal range with your ranged weapon, it automatically misses. And it has disadvantage unless the weapon is thrown, like a spear, trident, or dart. So thrown weapons, not disadvantage, but ranged weapons like longbows, disadvantage necessarily, and won't even work beyond normal range. And unless you have a swimming speed, you'll be moving at half speed. So assume this whole place is difficult terrain. Okay, good questions. Vincent, what would you like to do?
Wow. Okay. Let me think here. I guess. Okay. As a bonus action, Vincent's going to take his dagger and do a cut on his forearm again, and you see
Nice.
the blood also floating in the water, and then going into his double-bladed scimitar, and I'm using Crimson Light, and I'm gonna move. And okay, first attack I have 1d4 damage for that.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, maximum damage, and I think I'm gonna move here. And yeah, and try to shot my crossbow, my light crossbow.
What does your Crimson
Let's
Rite
see.
give you?
No, I cast the Crimson Light on my blades, so the bow is not affected. So
Okay, but just out of interest
I've-
anyway, remind me what it does on the blade.
it adds a 1d4 of damage, of lightning damage to my
Okay, nice.
attacks. Yeah.
Okay, but that's on your sword. Cool. So take a
Yeah.
shot with your short bow at disadvantage necessarily. Tough to shoot
Okay.
through the water.
Okay. Take it, baby shark.
Nobody is allowed to sing that song. If you sing that song, it's necessarily at disadvantage. Just
Okay,
don't
six.
do it. 16, your arrow miraculously somehow goes through the water and pierces the side of the shark. So roll damage for that.
Nice.
Ooh,
13.
13 points of damage. Is that maximum?
Yes,
Yes, that is
I think
maximum
so, yes.
damage.
Nice.
Did that sound come through? Yes, there we go. So explodes on the side of the shark and it turns around and it's got its eyes on you now, Vincent. So that's your bonus, your movement, and your action. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Kimmick.
So, can the shark move, or is it pretty? Does it look stuck?
No, it doesn't look stuck at all. It has a spear lodged into the side of it with the amulet that you're trying to find on its
see.
pinned to its side.
Okay. So what Kemet wants to do is, first of all, I want to move to a range of 30. So that will be around here. I want to move there.
Don't forget, you can only move 15 feet as you're swimming through the water.
15 feet. Yeah, that's
So you
about
can
it.
get to where the blood is, and if you have line of sight on the shark from there, absolutely.
Do you think I do? Oops, what happened there?
You went behind bog. There you are.
Just move there. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Do I have a line? No.
You
Can I see
do. You do have a line of sight on the shark, but he's got a little bit of cover, so he's going to have +2 to his AC.
So what I was thinking of doing is to use my cantrip of a mage hand, and with that try to hold the amulet, steal it basically.
Okay. So your mage hand does appear in the water. I think it's within 30 feet, so yes, that's perfectly fine. So your mage hand appears and this ghostly hand shoots out and trying to grab the thing from around the shark's neck. So the way to do this is make a spell attack but at disadvantage. So make a spell attack roll but at disadvantage.
How do I make a spell attack roll?
If you go to your spells tab on your character sheet, you'll see kind of in the middle top spell attack.
I see.
Yep.
Okay, disadvantage is twice, isn't it? And then
the lower one,
the
yep.
lowest will go. Yeah, cool.
So that's good. That's not so good. So your hand does grab out and get the shark, but the shark kind of thrashes around and the mage hand just isn't able to get a grip and take it off. Good idea.
No.
Didn't come off, unfortunately.
All right. One question. If I have a spell that has a casting time of 1 minute, does that count as a bonus? Because it's a touch spell.
Which is the spell?
Gift of Alacrity.
Well, if it takes 1 minute to cast, then it's the type of spell you want to cast before combat.
Okay. Then I would like to prepare that spell, and I will put it on. I'll put it on Caspian.
Well, if it's got a 1 minute casting time, though, that's 10 rounds worth of combat. I'll tell you what. Since you're learning this ability, let's say you knew what was going to happen. Kemek knows her abilities a lot more than you do. So I would say Kemek, just before the shark happened, is going to cast it on Caspian, you said?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So roll a d8. And we'll add that to Caspian's... Oh, there you go, Caspian. You get a boost. You'll be up next. Yeah, so normally cast it in preparation for combat, and then things will work a lot better.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, cool. So we'll say that's your turn. Caspian, you feel a sudden surge of energy as Kemek's druidic powers help you out. What do you do, Caspian?
All of a sudden my turn. Completely prepared for this. Caspian will cast Tasha's Mind Whip on it.
Tasha's Mind Whip, like it.
So it needs to make a intelligence saving throw, DC 14.
Okay. Let me just bring up my shark stats here. Okay, so intelligence saving throw. Okay, so your mind whip goes out like a and does 7 points of thunder damage. It fails its saving throw with a 7, and it can only take action, bonus action, or move. Not only one of the 3. Okay, cool, got it. Nice move, Caspian.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go into the room a bit and swim up behind this pillar, and I can dash as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask you about that, but yeah, perfect. Yeah, the mind whip goes off. Shark looks momentarily confused as it shakes its head, and we move on to Edward's turn.
I am going to move Alexander right there. He is not affected by the movement, I think, because he's not considered a creature. It's just like the spiritual weapon.
Okay, sure.
I think it's up to you. And I will dash. As an action, I'll dash and move right to the front. I can see the amulet. Caspian, keep. Oh, there's light in this room, or just the light that Caspian has?
Say again, sorry. Oh no,
is there any light?
Yes, there is. The shark is actually glowing with a bluish light. So this is why this entire chamber looks illuminated. The shark is literally glowing.
Oh, that must be it, guys. First one to get it wins. Just don't bother about the shark. Just get that thing off it. And that's my turn.
Okay. Now I'm just clarifying this echo rule because there's going to be several water encounters.
I am also looking for it.
It's definitely not a creature.
No, echoes don't have a speed, so difficult terrain doesn't affect them.
Okay, so yep, as this is going to come up more than once, we'll say that your shadow can just move no problem through the water. Okay, so what did you do, Edward? What are you doing?
So I dashed front and then controlled my puppet to be right at the edge of this rock pillar in the middle, just to give us some more like protection of Caspian, because I saw where he was at, and that's it.
Okay, so the shadow, not the shadow, sorry, this shark, under the effects of Tasha's mind whip, move, bonus, or attack. Not one of the three. Okay, it is going to swim down the other side of this pillar. Looking momentarily confused, not knowing what to do, takes a dash around the corner. Bog is going to swim out here and... let me just get Bog's exact thing that he told me. Okay, Bog is going to make a... I'll tell you what happens once he's rolled it. Oh, that's the wrong one for a start. This one. So you see Bog reach out. You hear some kind of guttural sounds coming from, and he tries and he tries and he tries and he reaches out. Look, guys, I tried to convince the shark that it means no harm, but I can't get through to it. So be warned. Be warned. And at the end of that turn, let me do this. Okay, Vincent, what would you like to do?
Okay. Well, this thing is okay, moving a lot. So I'm gonna move my 15 feet of movement, and then yeah, I guess I'm just going to shot again.
With your short bow?
With my light crossbow, yeah.
Light crossbow, so disadvantage necessarily.
Okay.
Yep.
Here goes nothing. Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah. The arrow just pops off your bow and then gently floats to the surface of the water. That's a miss.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna say, oh guys, I'm going to keep the shark occupied, and while you guys try to get the amulet. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, nice. Kimmick.
So let me have a look at how much I can move. Okay.
You can move to the south of Bog if you wanted to. That would be fine.
Yeah. Would the shark be in my aim? No, because that's this thing.
No, you have no line of sight on the shark.
All right. So what I was thinking about doing, it's not possible yet because I don't have a line of sight. But can I do? No, maybe not. I don't think I can do this. That's all right. What I will do is, I don't think I've got any potions, or no, I cannot heal myself. I'll pass my turn because there's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do. Often a good thing is to take the dodge action, which means any attacks against you will be at disadvantage. So if you're not doing anything, the point is, why not?
Okay, I accept.
You accept. Okay, so Kemek swims around, doesn't see anything, gets ready for maybe an imminent shark attack, and she pauses. Caspian, you're up.
Let's start with unmuting, and then Caspian will...
That's a bonus action.
3 item interaction. Come on, I'm too harsh. He will. Is this another tunnel on this side?
Weird map reasons, you don't see that. It's just a flat surface. So just ignore this dotted line.
Then... Caspian will try to push it into a corner and cast Dissonant Whispers. No, just another Tasha's Mind Whip. Just immobilize it as much as possible.
Okay, so another intelligence saving throw. Give myself a big old fail myself on that one. Natural 1 on the saving throw. So once again, you slash out the Tasha's Mind Whip. The I don't know, imagine blood starts pouring out of this creature's ears and it shakes its head, looks thoroughly confused. Perhaps you found a weakness of it, Caspian.
It's always fun. However, yeah, he's gonna swim forward a bit. Needs to get close in, and then I'm gonna say, like, it's almost stunned a bit again, guys. We need to get the amulet. That's his turn.
Some of you will see that. Someone pops out from the side and looks around and has eyes on a shark. It's Irvin Wastewater, who you've met before. Turns out your rivals are now on the scene. At least Irvin, anyway.
Oh, seeing this, I just dash, start swimming. Oh, I can't see anything on the map. Let me refresh. It all went like black and white.
That's weird, but you just spend your entire turn swimming south as quickly as you can.
Yes, and then when I get next to Caspian, I move my fingers, and Alexander starts moving straight in front of the shark.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
He's gonna stay there, blocking from Irvin as well as blocking the shark from coming close to us.
Dermot arrives on the scene.
What?
Swimming through as well. Then, everybody's favorite NPC, Ayo Jabe arrives on the scene. And Ayo Jabe has a swim speed. And she comes right up next to the shark. But that will be her turn. Okay, so now it's the speared shark's turn. Now it can do a bonus action or an attack. It's going to choose to do an attack. I'm going to say 1 to 3. It attacks the shadow. So it's going to bite off at the shadow like a big chomp. Ooh, and does assuming a 26 hits, and it has 1 hit point, right?
Yeah.
So it blinks out of existence.
Blinks out.
Gone. And because... Oh, no, can't do that. Okay, it has a special thing, but it's not going to do it. And then, coming through, more rivals arrive on the scene. This one, a little bit bigger than the other ones.
Oh lord.
Maggie!
And he swims out, and Maggie says, "Sorry guys, this is just a friendly competition, but you guys need to stay back." And he puts his hand up, blocking the way. Bog! Okay, Bog! He likes... Ooh, actually, Bog is going to see how wrecked Kemek is, and he's going to cast a Cure Light Wound spell on Kemek. So Bog behind you just touches you on the shoulder. You feel, you feel the healing light flowing through you, and you can take 9 points of healing damage, Kemek.
Yay!
And then Bog will move as well. 1, 2, 3. And before you go, Vincent.
Oh no.
Gasaliad arrives on the scene.
No.
Suddenly it's too crowded here.
Yeah.
Gasaliad says, "You all need to stay back. Ayo will get the amulet and the victory will be ours. You all stay back." Vincent.
Let's see. Okay. So seeing this people here. Oops. I'm gonna dash. Going through this pillar here.
You have to go around this way.
Yeah. So, yeah. And let me see it. I think I don't have any other bonus action. And yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, dash action. Very good. Kemek, no one attacked you. Your dodge action stops. What would you like to do?
All right. Given that I've got quite a lot of... I've got such a big guy that hinders my sight. I cannot see through this guy, right? That's just impossible.
You can.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, then...
He won't block your sight, so if you move there, you'll be able to see.
Alright, so then I'll try the magic hand again. So
Okay.
Kemek will move. So let me see if here is enough. I think it is.
Yep.
So I need 30. Yeah, that's about right. So I'll try the magic hand again.
Maggie says, "Stop casting the spells. Not allowed." You can't do anything, but he's telling you to stop.
Well, I don't want to.
So spell attack once again at disadvantage. I don't want to.
Alright, there we go.
17 and 14. Once again, the hand comes out, grasps at it. Doesn't pull it off, unfortunately.
Alright. I'll just say... sorry, guys. Sorry, team.
Caspian.
Caspian will bonus action dash and move over here.
That's some movement and bonus action. Yep.
And then he will cast Dissonant Whispers. So the shark needs to make a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Okay, Dissonant Whispers. Okay, so a Wisdom saving throw. Rolls a 16, so unfortunately your reaches out into the shark mine and it just shakes it off.
damage?
Oh, is it half?
Yeah, it's half damage. A
Okay.
spell. I was just really hoping for the side effect.
Yeah, to run
Yeah.
away from you, but it doesn't.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Actually, would it have worked anyway? With your... Okay, no. Doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so Caspian casts a Distant Whisper. It doesn't go off. Irvin Wastewater, he says... Well, hello there, everybody. You may not get past here. That's what he's going to do. In fact, he's going to... Yeah, he'll take the dodge action. That'll be Irvin's turn. Edward.
Okay, Vincent, Caspian, you grab it. I'll get hold of her, and as an action, I will search for my Medal of Muscle,
Ooh.
and I'll squeeze it between the palms of my hands, and you see the little figure of Edward just bulge as the veins start popping out of his forehead, and it's like he's going into Super Saiyan mode. His hair kind of creating some electricity. I can feel the power! This is amazing! And I move towards Jay. I forgot.
Io.
Io. As a bonus action, I bring forth Alexander again.
Okay.
That I'm trying to drag him, but it just.
There he is.
Okay.
I got you, bud. I got you.
Who will move here, and then I'll action surge,
Uh-huh.
and I'll try and grab Io to prevent her from even getting close to this to this shark.
Okay.
I'm gonna grapple her, hold her in position.
Okay. So you can make your strength or your athletics check at advantage, which is assume what you're doing.
Yeah.
And she rolls a 14. Oh, man.
Oh,
So despite your bulging muddle, just to tell you, she has a
too
plus
good in the
4.
water for me.
She's too good in the water. She just slides you on and says, you'll have to do a lot better than that. This medal is mine.
Okay, because this is a grapple considered an attack?
Yes.
Then am I able to use Unleash Incarnation?
Which is a what? It's a bonus action? It's...
Whenever you take the attack action, you
Yep.
can take one additional melee attack from the Echo's position.
Sure. It's, whenever you take the attack action, no, it's not the attack action, it's a grapple
Okay.
action.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then that's the end of my turn. Sorry. She's too good, man. You're good, I'll give you that. But not good enough.
And you see here, the bubbles are just streaming out. The water is my domain. You're foolish to try such a trick. Dermot is going to pull inwards to himself, and you hear him muttering a spell underwater. And he says, may the light of the Luxon guide us. And he's going to cast Bless on himself, Io, and Gasiliad.
Agree. Damn it.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I said Gasiliad. I'm not going to be influenced by players. Yeah, so Maggie's a fan favourite apparently. But yeah, you see her casting and she grasps a holy symbol on her chest and says, may the light of the Luxon guide us all! And she casts Bless and she's concentrating on that. And she's going to swim right to the south of Vincent.
It's a female.
It's a what, sorry?
It's
A female or like a
He's a male, I
Dermot
think.
Dermot is a male.
male?
Maggie's the female.
Yeah, Maggie's a female, and of course Io Jabe is a female. Speaking of Io Jabe,
Just a question, Malcolm. In any time during Dermot's position, did he move close to Alexander?
Did
As
who
in,
move?
could he take an opportunity of attack?
Well, he was here.
He
was
doesn't need to.
No,
Yeah,
he
he was
did.
there.
No attack of opportunities, unfortunately.
Okay.
Ayo Jabe. She is going to. So she brings out a harpoon almost like a trident and she says, watch this. And she's going to attack twice, even though she can swim quite well. Actually. Have a roll disadvantage for now. The first one was a natural 20 and a natural 1. So that one's going to miss. But she digs the second one into the creature with her harpoon, hacking into it, doing a total of 9 points of piercing damage. This shark's having a rough time of it. But now it's the spirit shark's go. And it's going to attack Ayo Jabe because that's what... She just got spared by Ayo Jabe. So... brings out a bite attack. Rolls a 28 on Ayo Jabe. Does a total of 31 points of damage. And she recoils back.
Did you say 28 points of damage?
No, I said 28 to hit and 31 points of damage.
What?
Okay.
Okay, after that, Edward is not gonna get close to that shark.
Well,
Let's just focus on getting that from a distance.
Now it's going to do something else.
Caspian now starts to think, I'm really close to this
You
shark.
need to cast Careless Whispers now.
well, I'm also very happy that I prevented 2 attacks.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It's going to use its special dash ability, which means it can dash and not invoke attacks of opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To get right up there.
Because I have the Sentinel feat. I think the Sentinel feat allows me to take. I'm trying to find out. When a creature within 5 feet. Creatures provoke attacks of opportunity from you, even if they take the disengage action. I guess it's not the same.
No. This is technically not a disengage. It's a special dash ability that he has. So I'm going to say Sentinel doesn't go off.
Okay.
Okay, but good to keep in mind. Maggie says, well, look at Maggie's turn indicator. That's what I like to see. It's sized for her. She's going to reach out a big... is she? Or is she going to... Yeah. I need to keep this in mind. I'll just show you one of the special things that Maggie has. I should have remembered that, but never mind. She's actually going to take her giant maul, swing at disadvantage. Oh, she rolls 2 21s.
Jeez Louise, Maggie. Chill.
So it comes down with a massive crack on top of the creature's head. And the creature needs to make a strength saving throw. Which it passes easily with a natural 20. But regardless, he comes down and just boosh this guy with his giant maw that it has it. The shark recoils momentarily, then recovers. Bog is not going to attack the shark because that is not a Bog thing to do. He's going to try and grab the necklace from around the neck. Just checking the rules exactly here. Okay, so she's going to make a strength check, or an athletics check, which she has. Oh, dearie Maggie, I will give you a wah. She rolls a natural one. She's just too confused. Sees Kimmick there and he says, "Oh, excuse me, miss." And with her politeness, Maggie tries to grab her, but she's being too polite, which is good. And Gasaliad says, "Maggie, don't be such a fool. Be so polite, this is be your downfall. These pathetic creatures." And he is going to this is what he's going to do. He's going to swim right next to the shark. And he's going to reach up and kind of ring into himself and goes, "Get away from me!" And he goes, "Boosh!" I need Kellic and Bog to make me strength saving throws, please. So Kellic and Bog make strength saving throws.
Is it also affecting the shark?
It is.
Oh, nice.
The strength saving throw for the shark is that. And technically Maggie as well. But his strength saving throws are pretty good. So, Gasiliad reaches into himself and goes, "Get away from me!" And Maggie's still reaching over. So, excuse me, I just want to get the amulet. And Maggie gets slapped back 10 feet. Everybody else passes their saving throw.
What?
And Maggie says, "Oh, you say you'll be more polite and you push me away from the shark. What are you doing?" So that was unfortunate. But Vincent, it's your turn.
Vincent cackled a bit. This group is too pathetic. And he's going to move here and here. What happened when Bug tried to remove the amulet? It's failed, right?
Yeah, Bog. Bog did he tried to grab the amulet and he just plain old failed.
Okay, I think I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try to grab the amulet.
Okay, make a strength or athletics check.
Strength or athletics?
So athletics is at least going to be strength. So yeah, make an athletics check.
Yeah, both are meh for me.
Okay, well let's see how your meh roll works out.
Okay, I guess it's disadvantage, right?
No, not disadvantage.
Okay, here goes nothing. Nothing it is.
Nothing it is. So you get your hand around the amulet, but you try to pull it off. The shark thrashes around a little bit and you lose your grip on your amulet. So unless you have a bonus action, that would be your turn, Vincent.
That's it for now, yeah.
Okay, Kimmick.
So I look at this guy and I basically say, "Excuse me, but I take kindness in huge regard. You're the pathetic one," and I basically put Phantasmal Force on him. I want him to believe he's blind.
Okay, so Phantasmal Force. What does he need to roll for that?
Displaying again. Sorry. Ooh, it's quite a lot of text. Sorry.
So first of all, make an intelligence saving throw to see if it actually matters. Otherwise, it won't affect him. He gets a +5 to this. And he rolls a 19 to make it a 24. Okay, so he passes it. If the check succeeds, the target realizes the phantasm is an illusion and the spell ends. What did you try to make him see anyway as you cast Phantasmal Force?
Try to make him believe he's blind.
And Gasaliad says, "You know, all I tried to do was give you a light jabbing, and you come at me with spells? You are the pathetic one."
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, Caspian.
How high is this cavern? Like, could I swim over him?
You could. You have to take your vertical movement into account, though.
In that case, I think I could just make it 10 feet vertical, and with my bonus action dash, make it here.
Okay, well, anyway, you haven't left Irvin's Wastewater's area of effects, so wouldn't do attacks of opportunity anyway. As you go past Maggie, though, Maggie brings up a great mourn and says, actually, what does Maggie feel? I have a little chart about how everybody feels towards you. Maggie and Caspian, kind of indifferent. So Maggie,
Oh, Maggie and I are friends.
okay, I'll change that. Friends. Okay, friends. Oh, I should really hit you, Caspian, but you seem like an okay kind of guy. And you hear Jabby saying, what are you doing? Attack him, Maggie. We don't need to kill him. We just disabled them. But regardless, Maggie does not take her attacks of opportunity. Okay, so dodging that.
Just say like to Maggie, it's just a friendly competition. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No blood needed. And then I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and try the same thing. Chemical's trying.
Okay, with Mage Hand, as I said before, it is a spell attack roll, but at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
But your Mage Hand appears in the water. It's a spell attack at disadvantage.
The suspense.
Oh, I accidentally clicked on the Wilhelm screen button.
I think you grabbed the wrong thing.
Nope.
Well, that was a spell attack anyway, right? Shocking Grasp, so 9.
Yeah, I couldn't find the spell attack, so I just did it like this.
If you click on your spells, towards the top of your spells, you'll see Modifier, Spell Attack, and Save DC.
Yeah, I see it, but I don't see it clickable.
Oh, okay, well, never mind. Shocking Grasp does the equivalent anyway, so you reach out and poof. And Darko's about to come on, in case you didn't see that.
He's gonna walk his dog first.
Okay, but he'll be on.
Yeah.
So cool. Okay, so we'll get him into the combat when he's I don't know, drowning or something at the moment. So Mei Chen comes out, tries to grab it. Don't grab it, unfortunately.
Damn shark.
Irvin Wastewater is going to... He's going to say... Nah, you don't get to grab it. You don't get to grab it. And he is going to try and grab hold of Caspian. He's like a snake. He tries to wrap yourself around your body, Caspian. Ooh, he rolls an 8 though. So acrobatics or athletics, 8 or better to avoid this grapple.
Hey,
Such
did it.
You're a slippery one, mate, but yeah, we're friends here, right? Friends? You're not going to hit me, right? And he takes some movement up there. You can't get an attack of opportunity if you want, Caspian.
Nah, like the only thing I could do is slap him. Feels a bit off.
Friends, right, mate? Friends. Edward.
So, from when I saw the shark near me, it definitely took some hits. Does it look like it was very injured? Because this will affect what Edward would try and do.
Let me move this thing out the way, and I can tell you. Yeah, not bloodied. We'll put it that way. He's not yet under half hit points.
Okay, well, I am going to move Alexander right there.
Okay.
And he's going to attack the shark.
Okay.
gets a disadvantage, right?
Yep. So
12 hit.
12. So Caspian loads up his. What is he attacking with?
Well, it's a great sword that he's carrying.
Okay, so great sword. He takes a big swing with his great sword, and it just bounces off the shark's thick hide. So it's a miss.
Okay, so that was my action. Alright. And what I'll do is I'll use Unleash Incarnation again. But this time I'm gonna try and knock out. I'm gonna aim for where the shark hit Io. I'm gonna hit her. But not to kill her, just to incapacitate her with the pain.
Okay. So you're attacking Maggie with the great sword.
Io.
Io, and it does 10 points of damage. But you're doing this non-lethally, right? Is the point you're making?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm really just trying to get one less out of the equation.
Okay. So the way non-lethal damage works, when you hit her and she goes down, I'll ask you, do you want to kill her then or not? So,
Okay.
but yeah, so you can always kind of pull out of it. Irvin! Wait, no, that was Edward. Dermot.
Sorry, I still have a bonus action, right?
Sure, yep, go for it.
I will use second wins
Okay.
to heal for 3.
Dermot swims over next to Ayo Jabe, and he kind of looks down his snout at you. Why do you think it was necessary to draw blood? It's a friendly competition and you're swinging swords! And he is going to cast Cure Wounds on Ayo. And it's going to be only 5 points of healing. You're not a good person. Keep your hands off Ayo. At what point do you think swinging swords at us was a good idea?
Well, you came my way. I want to win. I was not trying to kill her. It was for her own good. Too injured.
Ayo smiles and says, well, seems the game is afoot. Non-lethally, you say. She sticks you with her harpoon. At disadvantage, she rolls an 11, so you swing out the way, but she gets 2 attacks. And at disadvantage, she swings again and gets a 17. Does a 17 hit Dinky Edwards? It does. And she kind of slashes you across the chest, and you take 11 points of piercing damage.
The first one I block with my sword, and as I'm about to smile, she gets me on my torso.
Cuts into you.
But it's but a scratch.
I see the way you bleed, boy. That was no scratch.
I can say the same about you.
Oh yeah, you're both looking pretty wrecked, actually. Both of you. Okay, giant shark attack. Shark attack. That's a New Zealand song you probably don't know. Let's see, what's happened?
A baby shark attack.
Let me Google it.
No, not the baby shark again.
Okay, Edward, disadvantage for your next attack.
Again.
See what's been happening. The so surrounded. Okay, this is clockwise starting from Vincent. So it's going to take the shadow. Bite at the shadow. What's the shadow's AC?
16.
16. Boop. Shadow bites a shadow, the shadow vanishes. Unless it can take 20 points of piercing damage with this 1 hit point, it can't.
Well, that's second attack that puppet took. Guys, take the thing off it.
And it's
trying.
going to and it's going to use its special dash action. gonna swim away. Where's it gonna
Come
go though?
towards the blood.
He's gonna head south for sure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh damn. That's too close. Too close.
I can go further. Where would it do? Wants to. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's gonna go there. Maggie, this time, she's gonna try and grab the amulet.
Oh no.
I've got to get it this time. She reaches out, grabs for the amulet. Rolls a 9 though, Maggie. She grabs it and she's just not apparently terribly comfortable into the water. Come here, Mr. Shark. Bog is going to cast Cure Wounds on Vincent.
Oh,
And you take, ooh, good roll, 12 points of damage.
wow, amazing. Thank you.
Ooh. Okay. Okay, that's going to be his turn. Can I roll something for this? Doesn't get it back.
Is a 3 good?
Oh no, it's got a special ability that recharges on a 5 or a 6, so doesn't recharge. He's going to take a step to the south. This won't hurt at all. Hold on to your boots, turtle and human. I know Caspian isn't a human, but he's calling you a human anyway. And I need Caspian and Kimmick to make me a... Okay, you don't actually get a save for this. So, Kimmick, you take 4 damage. Caspian, you take 6 damage. And both of you instantly float 20 feet above where you are.
Ooh.
So everybody is more or less in the same plane of same vertical plane, except for you two, who float 20 feet up in the air. I told you to get away from me. Why did you not listen? Vincent.
Okay, seeing the like the nice boost that that bug gave me, Vincent feels confident enough to try his last trick under his sleeve. You see he's starting to contour his body, and you see his horns getting bigger and bigger, and you see he transforming, and his bones cracking, and he transforms. It's not like a werewolf. You see, maybe because of his tiefling heritage, but his transformation is different. Like he looks more like a bigger demon rather than a werewolf. So
Wait, what? Says the DM,
Yeah.
knowing exactly what's happening. But gee, your bones crack and twist. And, Vincent.
yeah, let's just try to send an image here. Let's see what kind of
I can
looks
do
like.
this.
Wait. Let me find.
What the hell, man? I was feeling so nice for winning the muscle competition, and you just become like super devil.
Yeah. Yeah, you see he kind of turns like that, and he's going to use his movement and stop here, the side of the shark,
Oh, wow, you
and
took
he's
a
going
change. I
to
didn't notice. Sorry.
he's going to yell to Maggie, "Get off the way!" And,
Whoa! Good voice.
and now, well, first time trying. Okay.
That was good. It was good.
And if I'm not mistaken, I have now advantage on strength checkings.
Okay.
So I think now I have advantage on athletics. So
Yep.
I'm trying to grab the amulet again.
Okay. Sure. And it's a bonus action to transform?
Yes, bonus action. Ah, man.
Oh, man, that's... Yeah, everything's
The
set up
shark.
perfectly for success, but the shark
Yeah.
slips away from you. Okay, pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. That's interesting. And, yeah, okay. Kimmick.
I'm floating 20 feet above everyone else, but can I swim or?
You can. Yep.
Okay. Let's have a look. I just want to have some visibility to what is going on in there. Don't know where to go. Probably go. Oh, everything has turned dark. Let me just refresh. Okay. All right. So, Kamek is not happy with some behaviors. Some people, like... I think a magic hand is no longer in range, right? Because it needs to be 30 feet, but I'm 20 feet up, correct? So I don't think I can do
yeah.
that.
Yeah, not to
okay.
try and grab it from the shark anyway. Yep.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, because she's really getting angry, so she's going to cast a, let me just read this through. Okay. So I'm going to cast a fire bolt, and it's a magic fire bolt on the water. I don't know how this works.
Since it's disadvantage.
It's magic.
Is it? Okay. If it is disadvantage, makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Fire damage deals half damage, as written.
Yeah,
No.
okay. Then what I'll do is I'll do the magic missile.
Oh! Well, that definitely won't miss.
Yeah, the magic missile, I think it's 3 darts. Yeah, so 3 glowing darts, and I can... A creature, each of the darts will hit a creature of my choice. So I don't know if this means that I can choose different creatures to get the darts, or
You can.
a single creature.
Your choice.
So then I want 1 dart to go for that guy. I want 2 to go for her. So she's really angry.
Okay, so roll a d4 plus 1 for this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 damage to him. And 2d4 plus 2 for Io.
So I'll do
5
Get
damage to
the shot!
Oh, 1 more. That's... You got 1 more magic missile against her, so... Ooh! Maximum damage on Maggie, on Io. So 10 damage to her. So you reach out your hand and your magic missile just... One slams into Cassiliad, one slams into Io. And Io says, oh, the gloves are off now. And Cassiliad says, oh my goodness. You pathetic creatures. You have no idea what you are messing with. Kimmick.
Yeah, Kamek basically says, I can't reach the shark, I'm sorry.
Okay. Caspian, you see Kimmik doing some stuff. He's still 20 feet floating in the air. Wait, before we do anything, Joe, welcome. Nice to have you along.
Hey,
Hey, man.
You might want to, you with us, Joe? Because you are muted.
He's typing. He can't talk, he said. He
where's
can't
the
talk right
dog?
now. He's probably walking his dog still. Just has
Okay.
it on the phone.
Okay, if you can hear us, Daku, what I'll do is I'll roll you into initiative, and we'll pick it up from there. So I'll roll you into initiative, and then when it gets to be your turn, so Mr. Daku has a +3 to initiative. That come through? Oh, there we go. Rolls a 7. Well, you're going to be in initiative for a while anyway. Caspian, it is your turn though.
Quick question. How does inspiration work on a check I have disadvantage on?
It's a straight roll.
Just makes it a straight roll. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really want that amulet, so I'm just gonna use it to use Mage Hand, try to get it off with a straight roll.
Okay, so mage, yep, sure. Yep, do it. Can you reach from that far? Considering you're 20 feet up in the air.
Yeah, I'll move a bit closer. It's 30 feet range.
Yep,
So with 15, yeah.
I think that'll do it. Okay, yep, mage hand, straight roll.
18?
18.
Please.
You reach out, the the mage hand comes out. You're going to try and grab it, yank it, doesn't come off.
What?
Oh man,
For the
what's
love
the
of
DC for
God.
that?
Goodness.
Alright. Yeah, that's the case. I'm bonus action gonna convert some sorcery points into a spell slot.
Okay,
Do we need to tickle the shark or something? Or what's going on?
okay, yeah.
Kill it!
Yes.
When it's dead, it's easier.
That's the way the DM saying no, no mage hand allowed.
Oh no, it's possible. It's just hard.
Yeah.
Irvin, what's Irvin gonna do?
He's dodging.
He was dodging.
Is it because he's a dodgy character?
Actually, he's going to do
Wow.
prepare an action.
Yeah.
That's what he's
A
going to
dodge
do.
player.
No!
Edward,
Oh, decisions.
bring it on, human.
Okay. Okay, look, Io, I'm sorry I hate you. Let's focus on the task, okay? May the best team win. And I summon Alexander once again, right next to the shark. And I'm gonna try and hit him.
Make a persuasion check first, as you say this to Io Jabe. You weren't threatening her, you're saying, come on, let's stop smashing each other. And I will take your 18 into account when it's her turn.
And I go for the shark. May the best, strongest, fastest, and the one that wants it the most win. Oh, disadvantage, sorry. Please.
12. You take your shadow, your echo rather, takes a swing at it. It comes down. A little bit of water just pushes it out the way. It's a miss.
Now move here.
Edward moves. Okay, cool. Dermot. Wow, nice to see you're not just some bloodthirsty idiot. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds on Io again.
Now, don't jump into conclusions. I do like a good fight.
Actually, he can't do that. He's going to swim over here and... Oh, shark's a bit cornered now. He's going to swim over next to the shark. And is going to swing with his warhammer at disadvantage, missing the shark. And he's going to use his Searing Wrath attack. And that's going to hit. Ah, interesting. So he casts this out. It hits the shark. The shark blinks its eyes. And then you see this pale white glowing light around the shark's eyes. And it looks around and not sure what to do. In fact, it looks blinded. The shark is blinded. Ayo Jabe. Let's see how true to your words you are. And she moves here. Do you do an attack of opportunity?
I would try and just grab her, prevent her from going.
Okay.
I won't attack her, I'll literally just grab her, but I still have advantage, right?
Wait a sec, let me just tell you her roll first. She rolls a 16.
No, she's too fast in the water.
You never mess with the water,
Where
Genasi,
are
in the
you
water.
going? And I just can't hold her, can't grab her.
And she brings out her longbow. She's going to shoot at disadvantage, and she rolls an 8 as the arrow just gets caught by the water. So the giant shark is blinded. That doesn't mean it can't attack. Okay.
No,
Starting from Vincent. I'm rolling a d4 and we're going clockwise. 1,
Yes!
2, 3. There's the shadow.
Nice.
So it's going to make an
Alexander!
attack. At
Like
disadvantage
no.
because it's blinded. And it rolls a natural 1. Ah,
Blocks
poor
it with his
shark.
shields.
Nice
And
job.
yeah, and let me check until the end of its next turn. So it's end of its next turn. So at the end of this turn, it's going to be blinded. It's going to swim straight up 20 feet.
Can I will take my reaction. Oh no, I've used my reaction.
Okay.
Again, continue.
Mhm.
Guys,
He's gonna use his
do
dash.
special dashy anyway, so
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No.
6.
Don't get away from
Ah,
me.
convenient.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but anyway, it's 20 feet up in the air as well. It's 20 feet up. Maggie. 1, 2, 3. Gets up. She tries to swing with her thing, but the shark is too far away. It's 20 feet up in the water. Bog will swing around here, and Bog will... what will Bog do? He will... See what spells he has. He says, well, if we're doing this, let's do this. And he casts Thorn Whip on the creature. Disadvantage. Oops. Well, 11's going to miss anyway. So cast Thorn Whip, trying to grab the creatures and bring them closer to you. But it misses. Your turn, Mr. Daku. What would you like to do if you were with us? Still not quite. Oh,
you might be here.
Yeah.
hey Joe.
This working?
It is working.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I just got home. I'm not on my laptop quite yet. If you want to go to somebody else's turn and come back, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay, so you're going to hold your action until... Yeah, we'll just let you go when you get back in. So once you're ready to go, Joe, just let us know and you'll have a turn. I think that'll work.
Sounds good.
Okay. Kasliad. is gonna roll a d6.
Oh.
He's going. Oh, actually, can't get through that way. Five. I can't do it that way. Oh, a point he can see. 10-foot radius.
And Malcolm, is it okay if after this round we take a break?
Sure. Everybody inside of that radius, Caspian, Kimmik, Bog, and Vincent, can you all make me a strength saving throw, please?
Am I also inside that radius if I'm still the 20 feet up? Like
No.
you said before?
No, you are not. Actually, neither is Kimmik. Sorry, just Bog and
Yeah.
Vincent. Yep, just Bog and Vincent.
I have advantage,
oh,
so I
Bog.
think it's a. Straight roll. Yeah, the 14. Yeah.
Okay, so 14. Let's see, the DC is 13, so you make it, but Bog does not. Okay, so you see this. He once again reaches down onto himself and goes boosh. And Bog and Vincent feel your body distorting and almost getting crushed under its own weight. You can both. Well, you take half of this, but Bog will take all of it. You take 11 points of damage. Vincent.
11 is
11.
half?
11 is half.
You got sent to destination. Fuck it, guys. That's where you're at.
But
This
Bog,
guy can explode in water.
you see Bog stop moving and start floating in the water.
No!
Okay, so tell you what, let's give Daku a turn. Hey Daku, welcome here, and then we'll have a short break.
So, can I get like a brief summary of what's going on right now?
So there's a shark, which you see down here. You're trying on top of the shark. There's a spear, and on top of the spear there's an amulet. Everybody's trying to get the amulet. Everybody's failing so far, and for various reasons, fighting has broken out between you and the NPCs that you're seeing. Maggie's being nice. This guy's not being nice. It's quite chaotic, to be honest.
This one's especially a fucker.
And Bog is passed out.
And Bog is passed out. Yep.
Okay. Now, these two right here, they were on the other team, correct?
Yep. This is the drow. This is the human. And yes, they're on the other side.
I'm going to, thanks to my cunning action, I'm going to bonus action disengage.
There's no need to disengage. There's nobody around you.
Alright. I'm sorry. Can I take... Let me reread that. I think I might be reading this wrong.
Being bonus action dash.
Yeah, I'll do a... Oh, that's weird. just refresh my page because it just went dark.
Oh, it's all half movement as well
Yeah.
because we're swimming.
Yeah. All right. I will. I guess I'll take the bonus action dash attack, or
Sure.
bonus action dash, and
Okay.
I'll take the 2 up attacks.
Okay, well, this is what will happen. Let's see, actually. Let me check my little sheet here. As you go past, Irwin raises a sword and says, "Come on, we're not all savages. Go on by, no problem." So he doesn't take an attack of opportunity. Gasliad will not take an attack of opportunity either.
They will
Still have
not.
They will not. No.
Uh,
Irvin just
so I
raises
move-
his sword but doesn't hit you, and Gasliad just doesn't do anything. You notice he's not wielding
I-
a weapon, so...
So normal movement is 15, but I dash, so that should
Yep.
be 30 feet, right?
Yep, so you still have your
Okay.
action left.
I moved 25 feet because I wasn't sure if that was
Okay.
enough or not. Would I be allowed to move 5 feet right next to the shark?
Ooh, it's a bit of a squeeze, but make me an acrobatics check.
Ready? First roll of the day. Ooh.
You just squeezed past Maggie and get right next to the shark. So yes, you may make an attack now.
All right. I suppose I can't just reach for the.
You could if you want to. People have tried several times and been unsuccessful. We'll also point out that the shark is blind, so if you do choose to attack, you'll get advantage on the attack.
Oh, in that case, I'm definitely taking the attack.
Okay, let's roll at advantage because the shark is blinded.
Right. I will unsheath my rapier and try to stab at it. 21.
21, that's a hit.
And I do get sneak attack damage, correct?
You do, for numerous reasons. Actually, for the one reason that you have advantage. Maggie is not an ally.
15 damage.
damage. Okay, so you put your your rapier in it, and dig in, and the blood just spurts out of the shark. It's starting to looking pretty bad. But as sorry, carry on.
Would I be allowed to do an item interaction real fast?
Which would depends on what it is.
With my free hand, I want to remove a flask of oil from my person and uncork it.
Sure, I'll let you uncork it, but that will be it. Okay. So nice to have you here, Joe, but yeah, we need to take a short break now. People have some stuff to do, so I think we'll say 10 minutes and then we'll come back. Does that work for people?
Yeah, if
Okay.
I'm late.
I've been playing for
carry on.
2 hours straight. I need a break.
Okay, 10 minutes and But then, Vincent, what would you like to do? Vincent, in a rather odd form.
First, I need to roll a wisdom saving throw first,
Okay.
and then I'll decide. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. You'll see, like, Vincent is shaking his head, but he
Do we need to worry?
a little bit, but he's fine now. He's fine.
Damn it.
He, I think he's going to go into his pocket and grab his medal of wetlands,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to. What I need to do? Yeah, I'm going to trace the edge of the medal and activate it. And now for 1 hour, difficult terrain does cost me extra movement. So I can hopefully I can swim normally without.
I'll say
like,
yes. Yep.
I can move full movement. So you see Vincent doing that, and he says, "No more games," and he he does that with the medallion, and but that's an action, so I think I can do.
Okay, it's
I
next.
mean, I can move. I can move, right? So he's going to move his full movement thanks to his medallion, and yeah, and then yeah, move here,
Okay.
and that's it.
I can't do
That's-
a thing now.
Oh,
It's
did
fine.
I? Oh, sorry, sorry.
It's
Sorry.
fine, it's fine. You move there,
I'll
you
have to
move
go.
there.
I'll have to
It's
go.
fine,
I'll
you
move.
move there.
You can swim on top of it. It's
Yeah, that's true.
three-dimensional.
That's true. It's
Basically
a 3D environment.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, so we can say that Edward could swim underneath Vincent when it comes to his turn. Okay, so using the medallion of the wetlands, zooming through, moving as fast as Ayo now. Kimmik, what would you like to do?
Kamek really wants to try one last time to just grab the medal with a mage hand.
All right.
So let me
Mage.
just calculate something. She's floating. She can
This
float.
guy's dead.
Huh?
Nothing, it's your turn. Sorry. I thought I was muted.
Yeah, Bog is dying.
Oh, he's dying. Oh, okay.
Oh,
But I can. I think you can just.
you hear Dermot saying, "No, the bog creature is dead. Leave him to me. I'm going to heal him up. He's safe." Depending on whether you believe Dermot or not, Kimmik, you can do
No,
something.
I'll try and save Bog.
Okay. How are you going to try and save Bog?
Can I stabilize him?
You can try to. You can make a medicine check. It's going to be DC 10.
So, DC.
No, you try and stabilize him, but with the water swishing around, you just get.
Sorry, can't you re-roll it with that time thingy?
Yeah, but the question I have is, how many more turns does Bog have?
Between
Nope.
here's the worst case scenario for his death saving throw. He'll roll a natural 1, and then he'll fail 2 death saving throws, and then on his next turn, if he rolls under 10, he is dead. So I guess he's got 1-2 turns, maybe. But definitely 1, maybe 2.
Okay, then Kamek will yeah, she will do nothing more. She will stay here and retry, and I can do the dodge that you suggested.
You took the action to try and stabilize him, though, so you won't be able to dodge.
Yes, that's different. Yeah.
Okay, so try and stemming the wounds, but the blood is just filling this chamber. Caspian.
think Caspian would believe Dermot, I believe his name is.
This?
He's been pretty righteous right now, right? So far.
Yeah, on his promise to
doesn't
save
like- but he doesn't like
heal
Bog.
Bog. Oh, but if he promises to heal Bog, I believe he will heal Bog. So
Okay.
I'm going to swim on top of Daku
Okay.
and try to dislodge the spear.
Okay, athletics check.
Roll high.
Ooh.
Uh,
Once again, trying to grab the spear. It doesn't happen. Okay.
yeah, that's my turn. Yeah, basically I'm just floating above Daku, but I'll position myself behind it.
Okay, sure. Irvin swims up a little bit. He brings 2 daggers from his side and whoosh, he throws both of them at the shark. Both at disadvantage. And both miss. They just clank off the shark's hide.
Why disadvantage? Daggers and thrown weapons were not disadvantage, I believe.
Every range attack is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. Regardless, without disadvantage, he rolled a 6 and an 11. So however you look at it, he missed.
Fair enough.
Edward.
Sorry, I left. Yeah, this is hard. I mean, there's Kamek, and I saw Caspian confidently moving. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swim underneath Vincent. The map keeps going black and white. I don't know why. Every time I move, so I have to refresh the page. Sorry. And I am going to try and grab this amulet with my bulging muscles. So I still have advantage, right?
Yeah.
Because of the use of my medal. Is it athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. Definitely athletics.
Okay. Please!
Hey!
20 work.
You reach out with your muscles bulging from that medal you did. You reach out and you grab the medal. You have the medal.
I won, guys! I won! And there's a
won,
bonus
we
action.
won.
I swap position with Alexander.
Uh-huh.
But I guess we just need to get to get it, right?
And I show the amulet right in front of Io. See? It wasn't hard. I got it. We won.
Now give it to me.
No, that's not the rules. We're playing fair here. Well, the shark is still there though. Let's try and kill it. And I put the amulet in my belongings.
Okay. Nice move. Finally, it's DC 20, so someone finally got it.
Damn.
Nice.
So Edward's got the medal, and yeah, apparently you've won, which is great. Dermot fulfills his promise. It goes over to Bog, and he can't actually heal him, but he will cast. What will he cast?
Spare the
What's it
dying?
called? Spare the dying, exactly. So places a gentle hand on him. Little energy flows from him. The wounds close up, and Bog is still floating there. You see he's breathing with the bubbles leaving his lips, so he's fine for now. And Dermot says, "Why can't we just stop this senseless attacks? Everybody, kill the shark!" Io, she says, she looks at Edward, says, "Oh, you have won. I will respect that. Now why don't we focus on the shark for our own safety?" I will
Agree.
admit you had won. Okay.
Sorry.
Yep.
And I was just gonna say I grab my greatsword with one hand and extend the other towards Alexander. Let's
Okay.
kill this bastard.
She agrees. She takes 2 shots with her longbow. Ooh. And one of them hits. even at disadvantage. And she does 15 points of piercing damage to the shark. That is how you fire a bow. Spirit shark will get its sight back. And let's see, we're going to roll a d6. It's a little panicked, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's going to attack Maggie. Takes a big bite out of Maggie. And Mrs. Maggie? Yeah, Mrs. Maggie. Maggie just pulls out the way just in time and avoids 29 points of damage. And 29. And take its dash action to prevent attacks of opportunity. She's going to swim right down here. Right to there. Up to there. And yes. So that was a shark. Maggie's going to move over. Enough of this. This shark must die. And it brings out a giant maul, and at disadvantage it hits. She hits. Well, 9 points of damage. And the shark must make a strength saving throw. Which it doesn't pass. And the shark, I don't know how prone works in the water, but the shark is prone. So if you get up close to the shark, if you manage to, it will be at advantage. Bog. What will Bog do? Bog will try the Thorn Whip again.
Bog will do nothing. Bog is unconscious, right?
Bog is unconscious, but from beyond the grave, he casts Thorn Whip, and he would have hit too. But, yeah, he's off on his own mind. Daku.
So, kind of uncharacteristically, well, first off, I'm going to move 15 feet to the side of the shark.
There's a big... I'll say you can swim around that rock to get there.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I just kind of...
That's fine. That's fine.
So then that would be 20 feet then.
Sure.
Before doing anything, I'm going to look up at our new friend, Kemek, and I'm going to ask one question. If we back off the shark now, is there a chance that it'll just swim away?
Kemek? Kemek rolls a nature check and says, "Why, I don't know. Where would the shark actually go?"
I don't know. All I know is that this feels very familiar to something I went through.
Whoa.
It's your revenge, Daku, against the ocean.
Start punching some water. Take that, ocean.
I'll save revenge for the people that deserve it. I'm gonna pull a thing of rations out and place it before the shark.
Okay, make an animal handling check at disadvantage, Mr. Daku.
Oh, I have a +0, so this is gonna be great.
Oh, you never knows.
10.
10. Well, we'll see what happens when it gets to the shark's turn. It does greedily consume the rations. So you did successfully feed it.
Just in... Oh, wait. Would that count as an action, or... Oh, wait, no, that check would have been... Okay, I'm going to end my turn.
That's an action, feeding the shark. The shark. Okay. Gasiliad is going to reach out a hand, pointed at the shark, and you see some dark energy emits from it. And the shark, you see the shark thrash around wildly. It's looking very damaged. And you notice Gasiliad, you'd notice this Caspian actually heals up a little bit. That's weird. What happened? Actually, just
He's a vampire.
the shark looks very, very bad, Vincent.
He healed
Okay,
the
let's
shark.
see.
Is that right?
No. He did a lot of damage to the shark with his black energy, but a little bit of the black energy returned to Gasiliad, and you notice some of his wounds closed up.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought he healed the shark in this
No.
weird, dark way, like emo magic.
He's very emo. Vincent.
Okay, let's see. What happens? Oh. Ooh, that was close. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, Vincent's going to swim around the shark here.
Sure.
And yeah, he's seeing that the shark falling prone. He's going.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
attack.
kill
Add
this thing.
straight roll.
And straight hole, nice.
Yep.
So first, just for also the damage, I'm gonna use one superiority die that I have, the only one, to do the trip attack. But he's already prone, so.
Okay.
Oh no, I missed.
You
But,
do miss. The prone shark, you miss.
And yeah, I'm gonna do bonus action and use my bonus action to attack again.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, buddy. A 4 and a 2.
Man.
Yeah, swinging and missing. Just no
I
good.
have a question for your new transformed shape. Are you still missing an arm?
Yeah. I mean, still
Did
using
you
the
grow
protest.
in size?
Not much, just a little
Okay.
bit. I'm not a large creature. I'm
Okay.
just more bulking, like more.
But the mechanical arm is still the same size.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good to
It's
know,
just
but
like a
Vincent
small arm.
missing it prone twice. Kimmick. You notice Bog is stabilized for now, so he's safe for the moment.
Hemik doesn't like the fact that we're still attacking the shark, so she basically tells the team, guys, I don't know about you, but we should probably start making our way back. Especially because I don't know how much time has passed now, but you know, the potion is not eternal. and yeah, she doesn't want to attack the shark.
Okay. So you're just trying to convince your friends to
Yeah.
not attack the shark. Okay.
Yeah.
So feel free to take Kimmick's advice on or not, but it is Caspian's turn.
Caspian will bonus action dash next to Bog and heal him.
Oh, okay, sure. With a cure
With my-
wounds?
No, healing hands. My
Your
celestial
paladin.
ability.
Yep. Oh, not paladin, yeah, but...
Oh, yeah. So he gets 3 points of healing.
3 points is healing. Okay, Bog shakes his head off and looks around, not sure what's going on.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Irvin brings out 2 more daggers from his side. He throws the first one at disadvantage. And the 15 will hit. So, several things happen all at once. Irvin throws his dagger at the shark. It seems to be a fatal blow for the shark. The shark starts thrashing around. And he crashes into the back wall. And the back wall collapses. And you see something glowing up in this tunnel. It's almost a white shimmering light almost. But the shark is dead, and you can all see a passageway through here now.
Oh boy.
Edward, what do you do?
I'm sorry, Kamek. I think someone else decided for you the fate of the shark. I'm going to retract my hand and pull the tethers on Alexander and move him towards the new gateway. Maybe that's the way out. And I'm gonna move Alexander into the room. So he was over here, so he can move 30 feet. And then, as a bonus action, swap places with him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be inside and Alexander's gonna be there. And I still have my movement, so what do I see here?
Well, let me explain to you what you see. And by the way,
light.
as you pop up into here, you are no longer in water. This is a cavern filled with air. So just in case it wasn't clear.
Yeah, I shout back, guys, no more water.
Okay, the watery environment gives way to a cavern dotted with trees of pools of water. The walls are covered in vines of green ivy interspersed with colourful flowers. Part of the cavern is open to the sky. In the middle of the cavern, a sphere of pale light surrounding a crystal pedestal upon which rests a golden pendant attached to a fine jeweled chain. And what does it look like? It looks like this.
There doesn't seem to be a way out, guys, as well. Oh lord, what is that? It's all made of gold? Or I can't see because it's too bright. Because all I see on the map is like a ball of light.
Yeah, there's a pedestal. There's a sphere of pale light, and it's surrounding a pedestal. And upon the pedestal rests a golden pendant. So pedestal, light all around it. On the pedestal, this golden pendant on a fine golden chain, as you can see in the artwork there.
But this is not the amulet that the guy that described the game rules showed as a replica of the pendant we have to pick up, right?
This is different, remarkably different.
Okay, well, I'll wait for more people to. I'll put my head in the water, otherwise they can't hear. And I'll shout, "No way out!" But there's a gleaming, weird pendant in here, guys. Should I pick it up?
Yes, but be careful.
I don't know.
Might be dangerous.
Maybe wait until we get closer to you.
I just saw position with that Alexander. Okay, I'm gonna roll because I literally can't decide. On odd number, I go for it. It's even, so I'll wait for everyone else, for more people to be here. I won't go.
Dermot, who is gifted with ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He starts climbing up the passageway, doesn't get there. Io Jabby.
I can move, so I'll make way. I'll literally
Okay.
move here to give more room.
Io Jabby comes into the chamber. She can make it all the way there with her swim speed. And she looks and she reaches for the amulet. She looks at you. You look at her. I don't know. And she pulls her hand back. She's hesitant to grab it. And in that hesitation, the shark continues to bleed. And he's out of the combat effectively. Maggie looks at the narrow cavern and says, "Oh, I guess I'm not going for it." Bog is going to stand up and feel wretched and move a little bit forward. Daku, what do you do?
I'll look at Maggie and I'll just kind of tap her on the arm, like, "I'll stay out here with you, mate." Kind of getting over a little gripe of mine with the aquatic life.
Oh, no problem. Nice to have company.
I'm Daku, by the way. I don't think I caught your name.
Maggie.
Maggie. Nice name.
Thank you. Gasiliad starts swimming frantically towards Kevin. Vincent.
Yeah, I'm gonna join Edward. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, whoa, indeed. Did Io got injured, or she didn't actually touch the? Did she
She
feel
was
pain?
about to reach through the glowing light to grab the pendant, but her hand froze just before she hit the light. She pulled it back. She's like, She looks very hesitant. She looks as if she's going to grab it, but not just yet.
Can I try to I don't know, Arcana check to try to?
Sure. Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah.
This, obviously there's some magical stuff on with this glowing sphere of light around this object. You know that the pendant itself is magical in some ways, but that's all you're going to get with a 17.
It's a magic item, Edward.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock.
Shut up.
Says Io.
I growl at her.
Fine.
Okay, that will be your turn though, Vincent. Kemek.
I'm going to move as close as I can. I think this is the closest I can get. But I cannot see anything in there. Because I wanted to try to use my mage hands, but I cannot see.
No, you can't.
So, well, I'm going to say, well, guys, I'm very curious, but I cannot.
Yep.
I want to use my mage hand.
Can I use my
Someone care.
reaction to shove her forward?
What?
Well, you said you weren't close enough.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so a lot of people are rushing towards it. What does Caspian do?
Yeah, Caspian hears magical pendant, and he's gonna dash towards it. I'm not entirely sure how much distance is it in the water.
I'm going to say you can get right here, just in front of Dermot. So you just
But
popped your head out of this little tunnel here, but that's as far as you get. You're looking out with your dash action, but that's it.
Double dash, because I can bonus action dash and action dash.
So that was a dash. Yep. So you have an action left. Yep.
Then I will action dash and pick it up.
Okay. So, using Caspian's unholy speed almost, he rushes in and his Io's looking, she's trying to grab it, she's hesitant. Caspian, you grab it. And all of a sudden, all sound ceases in this cavern. All of you see the following things as he grabs the amulet. The light around the pedestal fades as a spectral figure in the form of a male human rises from the amulet. He is dressed in leather armor and a tattered red cape, and wields a shield. His face is framed by curly brown hair, and he bears a melancholic expression. He pleads, "I am imprisoned. Please help me." Suddenly, the ground vanishes beneath your feet, and you fall, tumbling through a vortex of golden light. You fall deeper, 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 then suddenly stop. The golden light subsides, and you find yourself suspended in a pitch black expanse. You feel water buoying you. A vermilion light appears in the distance, illuminating the melancholy warrior who is shackled to the ground by disgusting strands of a fleshy crimson substance. He raises his gaze to the heavens and sobbing chokes out, "Moonweaver, I beg of you! Guide those with the power to save me to the site where I first prayed to you." He looks all round and his eye settles on you, Caspian. "Oh, gods, there you are!" Then his guys, in his vision, his eyes dart to each one of you. To Caspian, to Edward, to Dermot, to Bog, to Daku, to Vincent, to Kemek. It says, "Oh, gods! There you are! My name is Alexian. I am lost in darkness. Long ago, I prayed to the Changebringer in the heart of a temple of evil. I beg you, take my jewel and..." Just at that moment, you feel consciousness leaving you, as if the pressure of the water is crushing the life out of you. Alexian's voice is the last thing you hear before you pass out. "Save me."
We dead. New campaign.
New characters.
Hashtag worth it.
What the hell just happened?
Caspian, are you alright?
Well, consciousness leads you, and when
We
you
still pass
awake...
out, right?
Wait. Can Kamek do a reaction?
Nope.
Now?
Kamek can do either before or after a roll.
There's no roll.
There's no roll. This is
There's
effectively
no
no...
roll.
Yep, there's no roll.
No, Kamek wanted to do Doctor Strange crazy stuff.
Oh, well, what does Kimmik want to do?
Kamek wanted to do a chrono shift. She wanted to use the last opportunity within a long rest to do a chronal shift, so she would revert. But this only happens on any kind of roll. So ability
there's no
check,
roll.
attack roll, or saving throw. That's when she can do it.
Yeah.
Won't work in this case, unfortunately, for various reasons.
Whoa. What's the name of the guy? Alexian?
Alexian? I don't know how to type it.
I will put it...
Alexian.
Oh, with a Y.
Alexian.
Oh.
It's in the text up here. I'll put the text again since we have all those ugly rolls things. I should turn that purple stuff off, actually. That's exactly what happens. I'll give you a moment to absorb this.
I'm in prison. He shouted to the Moonweaver. Do we know who the Moonweaver is?
I think it'll be pretty common knowledge. It's a fairly major deity. Also known as Cianine, something like that. Cianini, probably not Cianini. How do you say it?
Serenade? Serenade?
I thought it was cyanine.
I think it depends a little bit on which world you're living in. And Caspian is so overwhelmed that
I guess like on the first campaign of Control, the bike deity was like Serenade, something like that, right?
Seren Ray, Moonweaver, we'll just say all the same deity.
Okay.
He's also the deity of the
Wow.
riddle. Fun fact.
That is true.
And Kamek, she has done like a lot of studies, and she never heard any of these names, right?
All of you, regardless of any history check rolls you make, you have never heard of someone called Alexian.
Okay.
After you're not sure how long.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yep.
In our visions, did we see each other's there?
Yes.
Or was this... Okay, so all of us were there. Us and the other party.
Yep. Ayo, Dermot,
Even
everybody.
Maggie.
Especially
Okay.
Maggie.
Okay. So everybody saw it.
You're not sure how much time passes, but you all come to consciousness in exactly the positions you are. What do you do?
Oh, It was everybody. It was not only Caspian. Okay. I thought it was only Caspian.
Nope.
Oh,
Caspian, no! Is the first thing that Edward says. Oh, too late.
yep, too late.
Did you
Ooh.
guys see that? Ow.
Yeah, how much time has passed?
You have no idea. No one has any idea.
I tried
I
to
stick
put
my-
my head underwater to see if I can still breathe.
I wanted to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, I'm still transformed. I mean, because my transformation, it's 1 hour, so
So, necessarily, I mean, you've probably been about 10 minutes swimming around in this whole thing, and you put your head in the water and you can still breathe. And Bog and Kemek and everybody, you're still breathing fine.
Okay.
Kemet
Io-
inside her shell.
Sure. Io turns to Caspian and says, "What is that? Can I have a closer look?"
I hold up the amulet. But let's get out of here first. I know you can breathe water without that potion, but most of us are not that lucky, and I really don't want to be stuck in this chamber when it runs out.
I agree. I think we can try and understand all of this when in a safer spot. Would you agree, Io? You also don't look very well. You got bitten pretty hard.
I think I don't like you. But I did not want to kill you by the same token. You're right, I am fine. But in the interest of safety, let's get the hell out of here.
It's not just us, Io. One of our friends, Bog, he's in need of critical help.
She's gone.
And that was very rude. That was just rude.
Well,
You okay,
if
Caspian?
yeah, I'm fine. And Caspian puts the amulet around his neck and tucks it
Okay.
in below his chainmail.
Yeah, keep that close to you, okay? Maybe someone can tell us what that is. But now let's go. And he starts making his way back.
You see Kemek inside her shell, not making a sound.
yeah, Vincent also jumps in the water.
You're the opposing faction one by one. They swim out of the chamber.
I'm gonna go next to Edward. He's holding the medallion we need to win the contest, correct?
Yes.
I do have it.
I'm gonna ask Edward. Hey, do you mind if I hold on to that for a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I took it from my leather jacket and give it to him.
I will place it in my pockets. And
Okay.
hold on to it for dear life.
Okay. So you guys swimming out of the cavern?
Yep.
Yeah. First
knocked
I
on my
knock in the
right?
shell. I knock into her shell.
Is it safe?
No,
Yeah, it's okay.
it's not
Let's
Okay.
get out of here.
It's never safe.
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay.
Ever since I met you all, it's never safe. It's the second time I fight sharks in the span of like 8 hours or so. How can he be safe? Can't even swim well.
Mate, we don't need to keep her. We don't need to scare her to stay in there even longer.
You see Kemek very slowly emerging from the shell, like first one eye, and then half of the face, and then yeah, she's out.
Okay. And you guys are swimming out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I will point out. You swim past here, and if you remember, someone saw something interesting up here, but you figured you didn't have time to do it, so you ignored it.
No, I grabbed something from him.
Yeah, he
Did you?
grabbed a spell scroll and a potion.
Oh, I apologize then.
It wasn't a potion. It was... What was it? I think it was money.
I'll tell you
No,
exactly what it was.
I think it was a spiral scroll in a potion.
Yeah, potion and a scroll.
Okay. I didn't write it down. I thought I did.
Okay, so you guys are just going to leave the way you entered and go back to shore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the safest option, I think.
Yeah, Kamek is
Let's get out of the
pretty
water.
tired. Yeah, she's like, I've had enough.
Okay, so you find yourself back in Jigao as the carnival is still going on. People are still cheering. Some people are still a bit drunk, of course, as people are wont to do. But the carnival itself continues on. Things are in a good mood. And you see Io and the rest of them kind of skulking away to a pub somewhere. And as you guys leave, there's a huge crowd waiting outside as you leave these caverns. And the Ashru, who is the goblin involved in this, says, do we have the winners? Show us the amulet and the prize will be yours!
I hold the amulet in the sky.
And the crowd just goes, woo! Ah! Cheering, cheering, cheering. Some people are so drunk they cheer and they fall to the ground, watch where they are, and people laugh. Things are in a jovial mood. And it says, as promised, the prize is yours. Congratulations, you are the champions of the Festival of Merit. And as a reward, as promised, here is 100 gold pieces. And it kind of...
For each?
100 total.
Oh, I tried.
If I can keep the amulet, you can have my share of gold.
The amulet stays with me, unfortunately. It's, and you look at it, Daku, and it is a fine amulet. It is worth much more than 100 gold pieces. No, the amulet returns back to me for the next year's festival. I hope you understand.
I guess we wouldn't want to disrupt the order of things. I'll give it to the goblin.
Okay.
And then I'll try to steal it back. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Edward is gonna approach this goblin.
Hello!
The person that described the rules was it?
Same
this
guy.
goblin?
Same guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, your grotto, it was quite dangerous. Okay, it had algae that tried to kill us. It had sharks with spears through it, with light. But worst of all, it had like a magical pendant that dropped us into an endless pit with a guy begging for help. I don't know what kind of magic illusions you guys were casting on us. I was quite scary.
You said you saw a vision of a man?
Yes, Alexian. I don't know if he's your leader or whatever, but that wasn't funny. We won already. Why play games?
I don't think that was part of it. I
What
don't
do you
think
mean
they
it
were.
wasn't part of it? It was in the grotto. They prepared the whole thing.
Caspian,
Did
maybe
you-
you should show him to see if he recognizes.
Yes, show them this amulet.
I'm not showing it yet. Like,
Look, this is not the place. We are literally surrounded by
Yeah.
groups of people here discussing what I can only assume are matters of great importance. Tell you what, as part of the prize, you get a free night of a free rest and food at the Inn of the Broken Tusk. Go there, relax, celebrate your victory, and in the morning, let's talk. This is not the place to talk about it.
So
So go to-
is there a chance we can talk before the night goes? Because I'm really curious about this pedestal as well.
Okay,
Any chance we can at least have a quick chat before we all go to sleep?
tell you what,
Maybe we
let's
should all head to the Broken Tusk together.
yes, give me about an hour. Man, I am the MC of this event. I've got a few things to take care of, but give me an hour and we'll meet at the Broken Tusk.
Do I get the sense this guy is a bit concerned? Was this actually not part of the event?
Make an insight check.
By the way, Visit is back to his normal form.
Okay.
17. That's not bad.
You get the impression he is. I mean, this has been a friendly competition for years. He enjoys it. He knows what he's doing, and he seems generally surprised you basically found more than one amulet.
Oh, I guess you are right, Caspian. I think we dug a little bit too deep under the grotto of Jigao. Right, off to the pub. Let's boast in our glory. Did you hear, everyone? Dinky Edward, the winner of this year's competition. You write that name right. For he's the greatest bounty hunter you've ever met.
Donkey Edwin! Got it!
I think we need a group
As
name
this-
because...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think we need a group name because this guy... like, he's going to keep talking about himself and forgot about his group.
After
Let him
Edward
talk.
finishes speaking, I'm just gonna take him, put him on my shoulder, and just shout to anyone around, like, "You heard the man. Write his name down."
Everybody starts chanting, Edward! 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 Edward!
For the first time, you really see a genuine smile on Edward's face. His childish-looking face is genuinely happy. When everyone starts chanting his name and acknowledging him.
There we go. Nice wholesome moments.
Okay, so yep, Kimmik.
Kamek is smiling, and she basically says, "Guys, I'll see you at the pub," and she makes her way to the pub.
Okay.
But you can see that she's not celebrating much.
Okay. So, I assume you all head over to the pub.
Yep.
Okay, so you're at the Broken Tusk. Things are going off. You do see Ayo and everybody else having a few quiet drinks in the corner, kind of talking to themselves. And they see you and give you a curt nod as you enter.
I'd like to approach them.
Okay.
Sorry,
I do
go
have a question. Did they also faint in the vision? They also had the vision?
Yeah.
Well, what?
I think Malcolm said yes.
Your number one, you saw them in the vision. So
Okay, but
presuming
they also
so.
had the vision. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
And you did notice that when you woke up, you saw them waking up as well. So it's not hard to
Okay.
surmise that they almost certainly saw the vision as well. Okay, Daku.
I'm just gonna turn to the group real fast, and I'm just gonna go. You mind giving me like a minute with him? I just want to talk business real fast.
Yeah, go ahead. I think I'm just gonna go up into my room for just a second. Could use just a bit of peace and quiet.
Do you need help, Daku?
Eventually, but more on that later.
Keep safe. Did you notice
Visit-
that Kamek is a bit... I don't know if that's a normal self. I don't know her very well. She's not cheering like you guys.
Yeah, I think since she got the leather, she's kind of quiet and didn't speak
I'm
much.
not good with girls. Can someone go and talk to her?
Come
Well,
on.
first thing, mate, girls are not any more special than you, mate. They're just other people just like us.
Yeah, man.
Pretty
No,
much
they're
us.
not. No, you're wrong. There's special... There's special demons inside women, I tell you. Incomprehensible. They will twist your mind and make you do things that you never thought you would do. By the time you realize you're consumed by love, that's your end.
If Chemic's player doesn't slap you for that, I will.
She's my sister. She's used to it.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm trying to hold back the laugh because Kamek is not listening to me.
Yeah, so I'm going to... is there an area where I can pull up a chair at the table?
Yeah, the inn is rapidly filling up with people. The festival is effectively over now, so they're moving into the drinking part. But you can grab a chair and pull it up to your rivals group, I guess. What is it? Have you come over to gloat? Says Ayo.
I pull up a chair and sit on it backwards, right next to Io. I just go, well, a little bit of that, but one other thing too. First off, not too bad for somebody afraid of the water, am I right? It's like kind of nudge her in the shoulder.
Oh, I don't understand why someone would be afraid of the water in the first place. It's a place of life, beauty.
I got mauled.
We'd be dead without water, so I do not understand. But please continue.
It's not so much the water, it's more like the things in it. I almost got mauled by a group of alligators first time I met these lands. It was quite scary.
Are you here to tell me your story, or do you have a point?
Actually, I know that you might not have won the competition, but how would you all like to make some treasure anyways?
I'm listening.
And I'm gonna pull out my little journal. In this town, I believe y'all call it the Outer Scout Post. There's a man in there who owes me something. Need a bit of information, if you will. You familiar?
Yes.
Now, normally me and my friends would be able to get in and out lickety split, but this one's a bit of a personal matter to me. If I were able to recruit some of y'all's help for that, I just want one man. The rest of the treasure would be anything you and them could find that's in the building.
Continue. I think at this point you're supposed to make us an offer we can't refuse.
Oh, no, you can refuse. I don't know. I figured you want a little consolation, or I figured you wouldn't be opposed to this type of work, Princess. But if I'm mistaken, please correct me.
Oh, I was considering it right up to the point you called me princess.
Sorry. Look at the tongue.
Yes, good day
Miss
to you,
Gather.
sir. Good day.
Fuck. I'll just take my chair up. Should you reconsider, I will be much more polite. As I just slide a gold piece on the table and walk away.
And she turns around to you and says, "Hey, Daku it is, right, isn't it?"
He gives a
Daku.
little smirk. Yes, that is my name. Thank you
She
for
gets
remembering it.
she gets the gold coin and flicks it with her finger back in your direction.
Shit.
And she goes back to talking to her companions.
Well, that could have gone better. As I head back to the group.
Okay.
While this is happening, I'm talking with Edward and I say, yeah, I think I understand you now.
Ted,
Seeing-
never
see-
look them in the eyes. Not for a too long period of time.
I just want to switch to Caspian for a second. Caspian, what are you doing in your room? Are you studying that item?
Yeah. I just want to look it over, see if that has any special markings, of any of the gods that I know of.
Okay. Well, you study it for the full hour up there. And if you go back to your character sheet, you might need to refresh your page, Caspian, but you'll notice a new piece of equipment added to your character sheet. And do you see it, David?
I'm still refreshing.
Should be in your inventory now.
I don't see it in my inventory.
Just a sec.
Is that on Home 20 or D&D Beyond?
Roll 20, I assume.
Nope. Nope.
Oh,
Actually, hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. One sec. How do I... I'm going to actually delete that for a second because it gave away too much. Actually, I'm going to show you something in D&D in Roll20. I just noticed when I added it gave away a bit too much information. So give me a second, David, and I'll have this for you. Glad you didn't find it because I think that was a bit too much.
yeah, I accidentally did see it in the last second before you said that.
Okay. Don't know why they would do that.
So sad.
Okay, so now on Roll20, Caspian, let me make sure I'm not giving away too much. Okay, that's what you see. So go. Oh, I didn't actually give it to you. Oh no, it should be there. Sorry. Should be a new folder called Treasure in Roll20. Underneath Treasure, you should see something there.
I see it.
Yeah, so click on that, and that's what you learn about this thing.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
Okay, so that's what you learn. Do you come down after the hour knowing that the goblin said he was going to rejoin you after an hour?
Well, I probably lost track of time, so unless someone goes and gets me, I will probably not get down.
Okay, cool. So what are the rest of you doing while you're waiting for the...
I'm separating the gold. I divided it in 7 portions. So I think it's 14 gold and 20 silver
40 gold.
for each.
12 silver.
12 silver.
Okay.
14.
20
I'll make
silver.
sure.
Getting rich.
Before Kamak goes to the pub, she would like to try and find some answers to a relative's condition.
Okay. Well, how are you going to try and find answers?
Oh, I cannot hear.
You cannot hear? Hi.
Hello?
We are
Hello.
talking.
I stopped hearing you guys. Don't know what's going on.
We hear you.
We can hear you, yeah.
Not. It's a bit silly to say we can hear you when she can't hear us.
Fair enough.
We can hear you. Says Malcolm, typing it out. How about that? Is it any better?
Well, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
What happened?
So you said you wanted to find questions about a relative's condition?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you finding that information out?
Is there like a library that Kamak can go to search about some diseases?
Yes, but that would probably need to wait till morning.
Okay.
Okay, but absolutely.
She would still try to see if they're open and then go back to the pub.
Sure. Okay. Okay, what are the rest of you doing with your hour?
Yeah, I'm just drinking and yeah, celebrating with Edward and waiting for.
Edward is gonna jump onto a table and gather round, people, gather round and hear the tale of the winner of this year's festival. And I start describing the whole participation, like how we won every single competition in the festival, and then won the grotto race. But I'll make every single one of our party look much stronger and much agile
Are you?
But I won't portray a negative image of IO Jade. I also say that they had a valiant attempt, but we just bested them. We were just better.
Okay. Make a performance check at advantage.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
Hey,
Not
Right.
too bad. People enjoy your tale and they give you cheers.
Sorry, I forgot to say. I will use puppets to show everyone the fight. I have
There
different
it
puppets.
is.
I have animal puppets. I have one. I don't have a shark, but I have a fish, so I'll just use the fish as a shark. And I do have an ogre. That will be Maggie, and yeah, I'll do a puppeting display of the whole thing.
Okay, but I was giving you performance for advantage on your performance for a different reason, but I'm going to say you don't get that advantage, but you do get the advantage from your excellent puppet show. And people cheer and they yell, and the rival group doesn't tend to be enjoying it too much.
Do I get any gold from it? Does
Maggie
anyone throw
smiles.
any gold?
You get a 2d6 worth of gold as they throw them in your direction. Oh, 10 gold pieces.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep, they enjoyed it that much.
Well, this is what I used to do for living, so
Yeah. While he's doing that, I'm going to go after Caspian, knock his door.
Before Vincent goes, Dagu is just going to ask to talk to him in private at some point. That you can still do what you're doing. I'm just saying that before you leave.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So you go see Caspian? Vincent?
Sorry.
You're going to go see Caspian?
Wasn't the cool going to go there talk to?
You said when you had a moment, so you can talk to him now or talk to him later, I guess is the point.
Yeah, I think we can go together and we can talk on the way. Is that fine?
I'd rather do it somewhere secretive, but I'll go with you, I guess.
Okay.
So I'll go with him to see Caspian.
Okay. Caspian, you hear a knock on your door?
No, yeah, come in. And
Are you
he taps the
naked?
amulet.
Can you reopen?
Is
No,
anybody
I'm
else
not.
with you?
No, it's just me. Just
Are they naked?
come on in. No, nobody's naked. Why do you expect someone to be naked?
What are you doing, man?
What?
You are touching your new item. What are you doing?
I was just checking it out. It was a magical item. I was curious. Just seeing if I could find any iconography about the deities, seeing as we heard about the Moonweaver, and just I was very
Yeah,
curious
what did
about
you
it.
find
And
out?
sometimes you just need a bit of silence around yourself. What I found out is that it's a remarkable magical item that actually helps in multiple ways.
Should we be worried about you or your mental state, or that's fine?
No, I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
Is it the hour? Is the goblin back yet? Shall we go downstairs?
Yeah, he must be almost here. So let's go down.
You just have a moment.
Oh, okay.
As he kind of locks and shuts the door behind him. Is
Is this about the getting naked part?
I mean,
you're all lovely people, but I'm not in the mood, unfortunately. But
me neither.
there's something that I need to talk to you and the group about, but I wanted to run it past you. Well, Vincent first, but Caspian, I don't have a problem with you knowing either.
All right.
I'm going to tell you my real name and why I'm here.
What? Your name is not Deku?
No, Daku was a I guess a title bestowed upon me by my old mentor. My real is Dargalin.
Dardeling?
Yes. Dargalin Frint. Here. You know how we first met? I was worried that you were kidnapping me.
Yes.
That's a bit odd. Yes.
Where I'm from, I'm a bit wanted, but for good reason.
Are you wanted from the Empire or from the Dynasty?
At this point, I can't really tell who's who, but I'm wanted because one day I'm trying to take over the underworld, and I have killed many people in attempts at this.
All right.
The reason
And
I'm
where
telling
was
you,
it?
good question. Let me see if I can find where I wrote down my hometown. I won't tell you where yet. Right now, I just want to know if, like, anything I'm saying is like a. Well, I mean, obviously it's a red flag, but like if it'll get me outed from the group. But the reason I'm telling you about all this because there's someone of importance to me in the outer scout post. He has information that I need and a life to take. I can't do it alone. I can't promise that it'll go smoothly as I haven't had a chance to scout the place yet, but
Mm. Is this place
But
nearby?
the outer scout post, yes, if I remember, it should be to the southwest of the city.
I see.
I think.
I mean, I think we are on this together. I'm not sure like what we are right now. Like we are like, but I consider you a friend. Like nevertheless, like if we are a group, we are a party of adventurers. I'm not sure how to label us yet, but I can say we are friends. So if you need help, I can of course help you because like you saved my neck, I saved your neck, we saved each other. So yeah,
We won a pretty good
whatever.
amount of competitions together.
Yes, so definitely. I mean,
I can't
so
promise safety, but I
uh,
can promise that once I take over the underworld, I will graciously reward everyone who's helped me get there.
but
Why do you want to
actually,
take it over? What is your ultimate goal after it?
Because I am simply taking what I am owed. The man in charge right now, he has a debt to pay.
That's a reason why you're doing it. But what's your end goal? What do you want to do when you're in charge?
Make it so kids don't lose their parents because of unjust and stupid reasons. Like somebody being bloated with power. Make the world a better place, I guess.
is this has something to do with the myriad?
So what?
Myriad. I mean, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. That group of, I mean, I'm from Shade Grape Run, so there it's a town full of the terrible type of people, some bandits and
Kind of
so
like
there
the
are a bunch
mob.
of people.
The mob would be the
Yeah.
equivalent of the myriad.
Yeah.
In a
So
sense, yes. I'm not sure who else he's aligned himself with exactly, but all I know is that he and anyone who follows him need to perish. And if you find a man with 6 fingers, he's mine to kill.
okay, so you want like to tell the group and then we go together, or is something that you want to do like two
Ideally,
people, 3 people?
ideally, I was gonna ask the other group for help, but unfortunately, calling someone princess is not exactly what you consider business.
Oh, so that was the okay.
Did you
No, I
try it with
understand.
Maggie? With Maggie, it would work, I think.
I put the offer out to the group, but Io was pretty much the only one who talked. I like Maggie though; she seems pretty nice.
Yeah, with Princess does not work. With Maggie, I think it would work.
Oh, you see, I called her princess because I noticed her staring at me in the crowd, like way before the competition started. So I was just kind of poking fun at her, I guess.
Yeah, she's got an ego. Sorry, we're
Yeah,
derailing this conversation. Yeah,
you
I
think if I tell the
think
group, they'll be on board?
possibly. Not sure about all of them, but I do think you need a better explanation than it is what I'm owed to take over something through what I understand from you, quite a bit of violence.
At this point, Daku is going to take off his leather jacket and remove the bandages from his left arm. You see his entire forearm and a little bit of the palm of his hand just scarred and burn marks. But it is what I'm owed.
You are all the arm. I can help you with that.
Mm, I want the man who did this to me to see it before he dies.
Ah, okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
with
I'll,
that, I
I'll,
will help. The
I'll come
entire
up with a
big
better reason,
scheme
I guess.
with getting the man who did that to you, I'll help. With the bigger plan, guess you'll have to be a bit more convinced.
Anything I can get. As he just slowly starts wrapping it back up.
The only information that we have is that the guy has 6 fingers, or is there more stuff that we know?
It all happened while I was really young. The only thing I could remember was that he wore black and he had 6 fingers.
Do you know which six? Because that limits. Like, is
He
it
had,
5 on
he
one
had
hand, 1 on the other?
one hand is normal, the other one he has 2 thumbs adjacent of each other.
Hey,
And that must be so useful to, like, poke your nose.
Or break it in any case.
You could pick both nostrils at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out on them. Let's go downstairs for
Okay.
now.
First, before you go, do we still call you Deku or?
I would prefer if you still call me Daku then.
Okay. Yeah, let's go then.
Whilst this conversation is going on, I see Malcolm is preparing to talk. Sorry, Malcolm. I would just approach the I don't know what to call them, rival party or whatever.
Yep. Sure.
And I will approach Io because she seems to be the leading figure. Although much taller than Edward. I will look up to her and say, hi there. Look,
Yes.
I hope you're not too unhappy for not winning. Sorry for attacking you there. Heat of the moment and all. The truth is, we seem to have stumbled into something bigger than us and you. And you lot seem quite capable. So what I'm saying is, there's someone here that is... You wanted to explain this, but not in the open. I feel like you also saw the vision. I think you should be there, and whatever comes out of this, I think we'll be better off together than trying to fight against each other. As clearly happened against the shark. Whatever this is bigger than us, and I think we'll both benefit if we're not trying to overachieve each other.
Well, I did hear you talking to the goblin, and he said he was going to meet you in an hour. As you... I can't remember if it was you or somebody else, but you needlessly blurted out information that is potentially dangerous. That is a magical item. Walls have been thought of as magical items. So, if it's okay with you, we will attend the meeting as well.
I extend my hand, hoping that she also shakes it. Of course.
Make a persuasion
Does
roll.
your party? Oh gosh. Why you do this to me?
Because it's fun.
I have a -1. Actually, +1.
She says, yes, we will see you at the meeting. She does not shake your hand.
I just wanted to stretch my muscles. I think the shark bit a tendon or something, and I start like moving my arm left and right to not look awkward.
You look awkward. Like when someone
Okay, now,
refuses your high five, there's nothing you can do from that point that it's not going to look awkward.
Like when you do a fist bump and the other person just grabs your fist instead of fist bumping. Yeah, I just leave, shaking my own hand and stuff like, yeah, good deal, well done, Edward, nicely handled.
This reminds me of for 20 odd years, New Zealand, who prides himself for rugby, didn't manage to win the World Cup. And we finally won it. And there was the head of the IRB, the big organisation for rugby, and the Prime Minister of New Zealand, and the captain of the rugby team. And we won the World Cup. And he reached out to shake his hand, and the Prime Minister of New Zealand did one of those awkward three-handed handshakes. It's like really odd, grabbed hands, and it just looked terrible. So this moment the nation had waited for 20 years, the Prime Minister stuffed it up by doing an awkward three-way handshake. So it reminds me of that. Okay, so Edward, you've extended the hand of friendship, which was refused by Aya, who tends to be very much the leader of this group. Eventually, the three of you upstairs, Caspian, Vincent, and Daku, come down. Kemek, you come back from the library, or you come back from not finding the library. And at this stage, Urshru, the goblin who you've been dealing with, he says,
Can you write his name? Sorry.
Sure. Sure. It's actually Ashru.
Sorry.
Ashru, like that.
Oh, nice, cool name.
This is most concerning. I'm going to need to talk to everybody who was present. Everybody who was present. This is concerning. Follow me, if you'd be so kind. And he takes you to kind of a back room of the inn, and he gives a little nod of the innkeeper in his little private meeting room. I assume you all follow?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, okay. And Ayo and Maggie and the rest of them comes as well. And he sits down, and if anything, he looks slightly greener than he does. He's obviously worried and concerned about something. After I said farewell to you at the village, I went to my temple and I prayed for a little bit. And I had a vision that came to me. In my vision, I saw a golden amulet rise to the surface of a pool of blood, and countless hands lunged upward out of the blood to grasp it. In turn, all hands fell back into the pool until only one remained. The one hand claimed the amulet was a handsome man with curly hair and a somber expression. He turned to me and said, "They must find me. The ones from the grotto. Tell me, did anything happen to you in that place that would help me understand this vision?"
Well,
As he mentioned
Um,
vision, Kemek knocks 4 times on the wooden piece that she has around her neck.
Okay.
we had a vision as well, and I pull out the amulet from underneath my chainmail. Like
That
we
was
said before, this is the amulet we found. And
Whoa.
Yes, that is exactly the amulet I saw in my vision. What else did you see, Caspian?
well, we first were falling through endlessly until we came to a place of blackness, weightlessness, and a light in the distance. And it was odd. There was a man, the man you described, I think. He went by the name of Alexian. He spoke to us. He spoke to us about the Moonweaver as well.
He
was-
was shackled. Edward interrupts. He was shackled with chains of red crimson, just like you said. The tendrils stretched up to the sky.
Yes, he was bound down and he was begging for help to set him free. For he was lost in darkness because he prayed to the Changebringer. Does that mean anything to you?
Well, that is,
just whispered something to you there, Kimak. Make of it what you will.
well, that is interesting. First of all, I do not have any idea who this Alexian person is. That does not ring a bell for me at all. But what I can tell you, this creature, this person, whatever it is, he needs help. And, there is one way I think we could possibly get to the bottom of this. There is a town to the southwest of here called Bazozan. Now, Bazozan is a grim town under the control of the Aurora Watch. And this is not a pleasant place to visit. But if what you are telling me is true, what you have found is a vestige of divergence, which,
Whoa.
if you don't know, is an enchanted relic from the time of the calamity. Now, the one you particularly have, this is to you, Caspian. It is called the Jewel of Three Prayers. Now,
What
people
is happening?
People do not stumble upon vestiges without a reason. And there is no place in Xerhas where the memory of the calamity lingers more strongly than in Bazozan. So, my advice for you is to go to Bazozan, as I believe you'll find more answers about Alexian and perhaps save him. Of course, the choice is yours. But this is literally a vestige of divergence. And for whatever reason, the gods have chosen you.
You said 3 wishes? Can you please repeat? Well,
3 pearls, I think.
3 prayers.
Oh yeah,
3 prayers. What does that mean again? 3 prayers?
that's the name of the jewel. That's the name of the pendant.
Yes, from my studies, I've studied these vestiges of divergence. All I know is that one is the jewel of three prayers.
Do you know why it's called like that?
As I said, the information about the jewels is limited. About the vestiges, all I know are that 2 facts. This is a vestige of divergence. And 2, it is called the Jewel of Three Pairs. Beyond that, I cannot say.
Okay.
But who should we look for in Bezazan? Like, do you know anyone there? Like, I don't know, a cleric or something that we need to talk to?
Or
Or
specifically a cleric to the Moonweaver.
Well,
Alexin said as well that we had to look for the place where he first prayed to the Moonweaver.
well, I do not know this place he prayed to the Moonweaver. All I know, well, firstly, Bazozan is a interesting place. There is some weakness that allows demons of untold power access to the whole of Teldore. And the brave members of the Aurora Watch, they keep guard there, drive back the demons. It is not a pleasant place to be. However, it was the sign of a great it was a something happened there with the calamity. It has been an unstable region since there, which has caused this weakness between our plane and the plane where the demons pour forth from. So the brave defenders of Bazokzan, they push back the demons as best they can. But that was a site where something happened in regards to the calamity. And this seems to be related to the jewel you have. If you go there, I suggest you talk to... what's his name? Sorry, just double checking my notes. The leader who's pushing back the demons and is in charge of things. I suggest you speak to him. He's a drow, as good as the day is long. His name is Valen Thalis. Go talk to him. If he can't answer questions about it, he can definitely point you in the right direction.
Sorry, Malcolm, you said Bazazan was during the calamity, the Aurora Watch fought most of the demons that came through.
The
In
Aurora
Bazazan?
Watch. Yeah, in Bezosan today, right now.
Oh,
The
they're still
Aurora
fighting
Watch.
now. Okay.
Demons are still pouring out and they're keeping them back as best they can.
I thought that was the calamity that opened
Nope.
the portals.
Nope, this is
Okay.
still happening.
This will be a silly question as a player to ask, but Edward doesn't know. So Edward would just say, "Okay, I get it. The pendant is magical, but why do you keep calling it Vestige of Divergence? Well, what is that? What does that mean?"
Well, let me tell you. The vestiges of divergence. When the great wars of the calamity rolled across Alexandria, heroes of divinity accepted legendary relics from their patrons and gods. At the same time, archmages wove dangerous arcane power into items of immense magical might. When the war eventually ended, most of these magic items were buried with the wielders beneath ash and dust. Those items that remained accessible were passed down as heirlooms. These remnants of this lost era are known as vestiges of divergence. Now, each vestige of divergence is a magical item that grows in power over time. When it is first encountered, the item is usually in its dormant state, which is what you have in your presence at the moment, Caspian. This vestige is in its dormant state, either on its own or response to the heroic deeds of its bearer. A vestige of divergence can enter into an awakened state. In time, it can reach its ultimate potential and enter its exalted state, usually in response to a momentous event or some heroic achievement on the parts of its bearer. The properties gained at each new state are cumulative with the properties of the previous state. So, for whatever reason, Caspian, you were in possession of this vestige of divergence. Very powerful.
Edward's jaw just drops, and he looks at Caspian. Did you know this?
No, I
Do you
just-
know what it can do?
yes. At this dormant state as it is in now, it has a few properties. First off, it has a form of protection around itself. Secondly, it can shine a dim light. Thirdly, for 3 times a day, it allows me to cast invisibility.
The jaw drops even further.
Wow.
Wow! I thought this whole thing was just a grotto race. What we got ourselves into, guys? This is a real adventure. Forget about chasing goblins in the swamp.
Well,
Then we're gonna get.
that would-
You don't understand. We're gonna be millionaires. We're gonna make so much money out of this.
Ayo
King-
Jebby talks up. This is a very interesting thing. Goes right back to the calamity. This idiot over here is just interested in gold. Urshu, might I suggest that we take the Jewel of the Three Prayers instead and give it to someone who can actually accomplish this task? Urshu says, well, as I said, the vestige of divergence tends to choose who wields it. So I don't think so. Ayo
You think
turns
it's
her...
smarter than the gods, Ayo?
I am saying that I think we are more capable. I think it was a mistake. I hesitated to grab the jewel. That was my mistake. But it can be very easily undone. Perhaps you should hand over the amulet to us, Caspian.
I think the hesitation was just the gods saying that you were not ready for it.
I disagree.
Well,
There's no
that
problem
is
in
something
being
I'm sorry of to hear. But I do not think that we should doubt the gods.
You
And
do not
if you wish to
misread
make sure that our task is successful, for this is a task I will take on, then I welcome you to join this group and to help us with it. But I will not hand it over.
Yes,
think...
there's no problem in having a second role, Ayo. You'll have my sword, and you'll have my puppets, Caspian. The gods chose you to pick that vestige of divergence. I'll carry you. Even if you die, I'll carry you.
I
Oh,
think
that's-
you have mistaken me. I was not asking. And with that, she stands up, her hand goes to her trident. But before you guys can react, a big, massive hand rests on Ayu's shoulder and gently pushes her down. And Maggie says, no, Ayu, that is not our way. And Ayu storms out of the meeting room. The rest of the rivals, I guess, leave as well. And Maggie says, oh, I'm sorry about her, guys. She's got quite the temper on her. Nice to meet you. And Maggie leaves as well.
Thank you.
Maggie's the MVP.
Yeah, that girl needs to learn how to lose. Like she thinks that she is the main character of everything. So yeah.
Everyone's what to deal in the world around.
Now, just quickly, I need to leave to get my kids in a second, but did you see my whisper to you, Kimak?
No.
Okay, this is in roll 20. I'll put it to you again. Now you remember that when you saw this vision of Alexian. He had these strange red tendrils holding him down. And do you see my whisper now?
Yes. I see. Okay.
Do you want to...
As-
oh, sorry, not sick brother, sick mother. Sorry, there's a
That's
typo.
it,
Yeah. So I tell you what, keep that in mind. We can finish this conversation off afterwards, but maybe this is a question you could ask Ashru next week. Just something to keep in mind. Okay?
Yeah.
As a player, I need to ask. Did we level up?
Oh, you think finishing a grotto and getting a vestige of divergence is reason enough to level up?
I guess. So.
Oh, you've convinced the DM. You rolled a natural 20 on your persuasion. Yeah, so this week, I feel free to level up.
Not that.
Let's
But-
go.
Let's go level 4, boys.
Yeah, level 4.
Oh,
If you want to roll your
I
hit
like-
points, roll them now.
I do indeed. I forgot what dice it is.
mine
It's
is
a
a
D10. It's a D10. Please roll well. I need this.
Yeah,
Okay.
average.
Okay.
What is happening?
Level up.
Oh, okay.
Yep, level
I
4.
would like to say, like, to the team as well, that Chemic turns to every one of you and she says, "Listen, I've seen you fight twice now, and I have a really good feeling that you're good people. And I really thank you for allowing me to join you as well. I've come across some very bad people before, and you guys send a really good energy, so thank you." And she, yeah, she's very. She also says, "Yeah, I really want to go on this adventure as well, figuring out more about this." But guys, now it's me, Sarah, speaking. I cannot join next week, by the way. I'm gonna be on holiday.
I'm also off.
Yeah.
I can't join next week. I'm in Portugal.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. All right. Well, as I said, gotta go. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Well, some of you next week anyway. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.